Welcome to the Morning Gardening Show.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Mark, and Mark is doing the same style gardening. You can see him there. So what are we doing here, Mark?
All right. This was planted beginning last summer.
Okay.
As you can see,
Now what is this?
I believe it's blackberry.
Okay, just for those who don't know. Okay, all right.
And
Now tell me what you did here. So you tied it up this morning because it was. Show me where the roots were going in the ground over here. I think you got them hanging here.
well, first, this was the original planting.
Okay, that's the original cane.
Yeah, this is the original cut. This all grew off of just this.
Okay. I'm gonna step back and let them see what you're talking about.
Now,
Okay.
This is all off of one cane.
Okay.
This is currently
How long was some of these canes?
the longest one.
Could you stretch it out and let us see how long it was?
And it rooted itself.
So it was creating a second plant.
Yeah.
So we actually had multiple plants starting.
Well, it's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 more that it decided it was going to send off shoots and try and start other plants.
Okay. So now, so you're putting the wood chips around this plant now.
Yeah.
So how deep are you gonna put it around the blackberry plant?
Well,
Go ahead and put some around it.
it's going to be
You got some right there. You can kind of move around it.
right now it's only maybe about 2 inches deep around it.
Okay. So how many you gonna put around it? About 4 or 5 inches.
It's actually going to be deeper than that because by the time spring rolls around, it's going to compress down, and as spongy as the ground is here, as much growth as there is already, it's going to go even further. It's going to be about 2 inches deep.
Okay.
By then.
So you're gonna come out with about 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me a little bit about this strawberry over here.
Okay, this strawberry.
Now, this is one plant.
This is one plant. It's on its 5th generation.
Okay.
So actually,
Now, how deep are the wood chips around this?
out here is probably close to 8 inches.
Okay, so you're going to bring it down to about the 4 or 5 between there?
Yeah.
So that the water can percolate through there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got some water coming tomorrow, so that should start the process of
Yeah.
watering it at that point.
Yeah, it's this whole area is going to wind up probably about 4 inches, 5 inches deep.
Okay.
The reason it's going as much as it is to start killing off the vegetation that's there now,
Okay.
so that come spring when these start sending out their runners, sending out their shoots,
Okay.
I'll actually have somewhere for them to go to without having to go and do all this again.
Now show me with this cane here, how you tied it up earlier, because sometimes people might have problems with their canes. So what you're doing is you're going to just bring it up there, tie a big loose knot.
Yeah, basically just a box knot. It's just looped around. Bring it through on itself.
But you got to make this look easy on the camera then, because there gonna be people trying this when they got their blackbirds, and then you just slide it on.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay. And now this will keep it up in the air so that you can get a little bigger. Yeah, there you go.
The problem was it's got a curl to it right now, so it's unwinding itself.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so that's it. All right, folks, we've been here with Mark in his garden, and so what made you decide to try the wood chips? What?
well, wood chips are a natural compost. This is nature's general way of making a nice, decent loam, a nice, decent soil.
Okay.
Worms love it. It holds the soil. Yeah, it holds moisture.
Now, hold up, you got another neighbor that's doing this too?
Yeah, actually, I've got 3 neighbors doing it right now.
Okay.
They are.
Now, hold up, you hold this out of the way.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Stay. That reminds me of a dog I had. Wouldn't listen at all. Okay, so now, what else are you doing? You got another piece of garden you're doing over here.
Yeah, I got another patch over here.
So you got it marked out with this container here?
Yeah, from that container to
That block?
here.
Okay.
Gonna come out, probably out to about here, just about 3 foot.
About 3 feet? Okay.
And this, I'm gonna aim to put vegetables in here. This area here gets a fair amount of sunlight during the summer, so it will work very well.
Okay.
Putting the chips down now will help to clear out this vegetation.
And get the soil prepared for the planting you're going to do? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was Mark here on the Morning Gardener Show with yours truly. Thank you. Hey, never mind. Okay. We got Mr. Bill coming out. He's getting some additional chips. And we got Mark there. All right. Gentlemen, start your shovels. No, what I'm saying is that this is almost done. I'm just happy because it's almost done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, look at this spot right here. This was once a location of 20,000 pounds of wood chips. That's what it was. And now we're going to take a final look at both gardens before the end of the evening and see exactly what each gardener has planned out. No, it's 20,000. That's what I want. 20,000 pounds. No, it's 20,000.
You said each load was 10,000 pounds?
What's that?
Each load was 10,000?
Each load was 10,000.
I thought it was no more.
No, the guy said the truck holds 10,000, and he brought me 2 of them, and they were plumb full when he brought them here. So I was just happy. But when I saw how many he actually dropped, that's when I realized, am I going to be able to move all this just one person? And I gave it a heck of a shot, because I moved a lot of that wood. And I learned something about wood. Wood be heavy.
Especially wet. Yeah, I was going to say, especially when it's this stuff, which is wet, versus this, which is basically air.
Yep, it's a little like dry. Big difference. Big difference. Okay, we are here. Mr. Bill is finishing some touches on his garden, and we're going to add this top portion up here on it. Look at that, folks. Get a good look at this. This man is definitely obsessed with gardening. There's close to, I would safely say, about 500 pounds of wood chips here. It's more than 500 pounds? Okay. And look how long it is, folks. Look at that. That is neat, and it is a good-sized garden. And that's what I'm talking about. Folks, get yourselves together, because the grocery stores just mentioned a gallon of milk is going up to $23 a gallon. So, no, I'm just kidding, but you get the picture. Stuff is getting high. So, Mr. Bill, you growing tobacco back here, or you gonna grow vegetables?
Want some weed?
Oh, all right.
No, I'm gonna try some corn again this year.
Oh, you gonna do corn?
Corn, I'm gonna do a whole lot of stuff.
Okay, okay. Because corn should survive back here. You got plenty of food for it to eat. But I know one thing. Yeah, raccoons do like corn. Back here at Mark's yard, and he's putting in his second garden. We're gonna call this garden number 2 Slim, because this one's slim. But he might stretch it out a little bit later on, folks. You never know. Okay, now Mark, we couldn't help noticing that over here you got this real dark stuff here. Now what is that? And why is it different than the other stuff?
That is the same stuff as this, but it's been sitting in a bag for 3 years, 4 years, so
okay.
It's basically loam now. It is the same stuff that if you were to take off the top inch of dirt out of a forest, that's what you would see.
Okay, so this brown stuff will eventually turn into that.
If it was covered with a thin layer of dirt or leaves, anything like it, yeah, that's what you would start seeing.
Okay, all right. So now,
You leave this long enough, and everything here will start looking like that. But
Okay.
the top layers will just dry out.
okay,
That's why, as you do this, you should add more as the years progress, just to keep it from, just to keep from having that wood dry out.
right. So every 2 or 3 years, I want to add something.
The base principle of this is that every year you add an inch,
Okay.
and that way you have fresh supply on top.
And it's decomposing underneath.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to plant in this garden here? Have you given it any thought yet, or you just it's still open?
It's still a fairly open progress. Probably gonna have basic vegetables over on this side.
Okay.
Be like tomatoes, probably lettuce, maybe.
Okay, because that's your early season crops, your lettuce.
Yeah. So these will probably just be very low maintenance vegetables.
Okay. Now, I notice this little dance you do when you get on each pile. What's the deal with that?
Just to help settle it down.
Okay.
It's just my way of helping to keep it level, knowing, if say like here, if I step down, I'm obviously going in, but
Okay.
if it was over here doing that, I know I need to add more here.
Okay. Okay. So you do that to kind of even things up.
Yeah, try to keep it even.
Now this is the same 5 inches as the other one, because you want to try to keep within 4 to
Yeah, this is
a little higher.
it's a hair higher, not by much.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's mainly just because this soil needs a little bit more work to it.
Okay.
This side, nothing has been done. It's just regular yard soil.
Okay. And you got, like you said, this. Now let me see what we're looking at, folks. See how much ground here? He's about, let's say about 30 feet.
18-inch blocks, so 180.
You had to start doing math on camera.
That's what we got phones for,
Yep.
isn't it?
So I mean, if we ballparked, what are we looking at? If we just,
Probably.
I'm going to say, I'm going to use the town car as an example. Okay, the town car is about 22 feet.
That's 27 foot.
27 feet. Okay. All right. Well, folks, this has been Mark on the Morning Time Garden Show. And Mark, thank you for taking the time out with us to show us your garden. And we'll come back and we'll give you an update when he has some things in the garden around April 1st. Lettuce, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Thank you, folks.